Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the After Hours. This is our episode 87. I'm your host, Carlos Silva. Welcome you to this very special night. And I'll be joined by my dear buddy. He is white, fluffy, and from Kentucky. Kendall.
You forgot extremely cute.
Oh, and all the way from Orlando, also fluffy, our dear buddy. Look here, look here. It worked. It worked. Buddies.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail.
Buddies, let's talk Disney. Let's talk. You know one thing, it is so good to be with you, and I would probably have to change the name of the show because actually this was the day that somehow you saved my ass.
You didn't. You still hurt?
Yeah.
What is this?
But let me explain to everybody why we choose the day. What we needed to change the date, and I'm gonna have to tell you how funny it was. Saturday, I was having lunch with my lovely wife, and then suddenly she said, "No, during this week is my birthday." I said, "Yes, I know it is my birthday."
Yeah, right. Yes, I'm sure you did, Carlos.
And so what we're gonna do now? We're going out for dinner. And I say, "Yes." So Thursday dinner would be great. And then that thing clicked. Thursday. And then suddenly I took my phone. And under the table, I start texting desperately my buddies. I say, "You have to save me. We need to change it. We need to change the date." And that's what happened. So we're here.
Happy Wednesday.
We're here. We're so happy to be here. Actually, I think it's going to work fine because tomorrow is going to be kind of crazy for everybody, no? It's the almost...
Mostly just you.
Yeah, pretty much just, I mean, it's all in a tussle. What's the word for it? It's all messed up now. It's
I think that's a tissy, isn't it?
Tissy?
But you know one thing is I have where I come from. We have the culture that Friday is holiday. It's the holiday.
True, it is.
Oh, because Good Friday.
It's Good Friday, so there's nothing. Nobody works, and actually, it's not everything is closed.
Can we adopt that policy here in America?
But thanks God, tomorrow we're gonna have a different live show, and we're gonna talk about it later. But not with our
We'll keep them in suspense.
Yes.
It's not like it's already been posted or anything.
But buddies, everything okay during your week too?
No.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
That's what everyone really is.
That's what everyone wants to hear.
How
just
crazy.
lay it all out on the table.
How is crazy things getting back to normal to us? Yeah. Okay, but you know what time it is right now? It is the best time to say hello.
Wondering. Megan says that I sound quiet. Megan Kirsch joining us from Philadelphia. She says I sound quiet, and I don't usually sound quiet.
I would say those words have never been spoken
before.
before.
Problem I've ever faced before. This is a new one.
You don't sound quiet, you know.
No. Other people will tell me for sure. Well, I'm going to say hi because I'm already talking. I'll say hi to Mark Williams, and it's good to see Kathy. Of course, Megan's here, Karen's here, nice guy Zach Brown, Wendy, and Mary. Mary, good to see you. Carrie is with us. and Lisa Milam and Michael Riley and Joe Logan, and take it from there. I'm also going to say Greg Dykes.
Michelle is here. Wendy
Oh, my
is
wife
here.
is man.
Peter is here. Peter Mina is here. Yeah. Mary Chewell is here. Let me see who else. Chris Black is here. Diane is here. How are you doing?
Fun name,
Oh,
Diane.
quiet compared to
Wow.
Carlos and Colin. What did you do? Did you turn me down? Oh, they turned me down.
No,
I see how it is.
Probably be accurate. I
no.
don't know. It sounds normal on our end. So
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe something.
Can you turn it on? Let me. I'll put the monitor here to see.
And
No, you
you
sound
can
okay.
ring my bell. I don't know why that came to mind.
Uh,
Keep saying. Who else is there?
Wendy Seeger, Jason Frizina. I'm sorry. I have no
Frigile.
idea. I have no idea how to say that. But
Using percent.
Hello.
Laura
Good to
Roberts
see
is
you.
here. Kathy. Probably I'm going to the same names because I was trying.
Erica Glick.
John
Glick-
Yaus is here. Yes.
We are so good with names, guys.
Hello. What I like to ask everybody, let me take this lovely song off. Oh, good. Dear audience, please don't forget to give us the thumbs up. And don't forget one thing and the thumbs up is not only when you're watching us live, but also when you're watching us in the replay, and when you're watching us also from YouTube. Please don't forget to give the thumbs up. And if you're watching on the replay, don't forget that our usual day is Thursday. Every Thursday at 8 p.m. we're here doing a live show, and if you can join us on the live show, it will be amazing. And also, if you're watching right now and you're quiet, please show up. Say hi. Hi, my name is Collin Kendall. Yeah, I'm Collin Kendall. I'm from
There's
Kentucky.
another one. We all are just going to have to hide and run away.
And I'm Fluffy. So that's the whole idea. Please show up. It would be amazing to get to know new friends here. And it will be amazing also if you sorry?
Colin
Yeah.
thing. I mean, I just rebooted my audio, so it might be better now. But I checked it out, and it sounded not good.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
No,
How do I sound?
You
Do I sound
sound.
good? Can you come a little close? Come a little closer.
I can hear you fine. Yeah. I can hear you fine. So, Brunette, hi from New York. Hi, Brunette. Hi, how are you? She's in the
I'm
YouTube.
great.
Ronaldo Burback from all the way from Brazil. Hi, buddy. How are you, my friend? Boa noite. And let me.
The cool names are here tonight. That's
Yes,
awesome.
a lot of people showing up. Good. And buddies, you know what? Let me get ready here again, not to do any mistake. Hi from São Paulo, Brazil. Says Ronaldo here. Okay. Greg says check 1, check 2, check 1, check 2. Yes.
Oh, there. Mary's asking for a better Jason. I don't feel so good about that.
What happened? But you look okay.
She's saying
We have
better
lesser
Jason.
than Jason.
Get better. Right.
You know what? You know one thing.
We're gonna get less than or equal to Jason tonight.
I will tell you one thing. The whole because usually when we start the show, not when we start the show, when we start getting ready for the show, we show up half an hour before, and then we start to adjust the
Here it
cameras.
comes. Yeah, here it comes.
Jason show up. Jason show up first, and we were listening
Just coming.
to Herb Albert and Tijuana Brass.
It's true. And I said to you, why we don't record these? I'll never know.
Yes,
Why
and we
would
were
we
laughing.
start
We were
the
laughing
live
so
while we're-
hard. So we have a lot of fun. So no, Jason is okay. Probably he was.
No, I think for some reason not that anybody cares at this point, but I think the onboard microphone for the computer was actually picking up my audio and not the microphone, not this.
That's quite likely.
Okay, quite likely.
better
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. I
You
think
sound.
it'll-
Yeah,
like-
you sound like. Okay.
You said I
Guys.
sounded good. Anyway,
It's sounding good. I can hear
Didn't
fine.
sound any
You said it
different to
before.
me, but
You said it before. It's like when I asked Michelle, I was like, "Is my hair messed up?" She's like, "No,
It's a
great."
beautiful
And
hair.
I
It's
look
a
in the mirror. I look in the mirror, and I'm like, "It's what are you talking
he's
about?"
disheveled.
Okay, buddies. It is important to say that now is the time.
Yeah, it was the best time.
The news of the weekend, I have to say that because hello from São Paulo too, from Rosie and from Socrates. They're both there. Hello. Kimberly is also saying hello. There's a lot of new hellos. Hello. Thank you for being here. Buddies, there are some news, but before getting to the cards or the news, the only thing I like to try to bring back, because there was no card for that, is I'm hearing a lot of reactions, particularly from international travelers, all about the park pass system, okay, and the amount of people that is getting here without park passes, and
He's trolling me, right?
no,
Jason and I talked about this earlier.
Jason, no, it's not true at all. I haven't that situation with Brazilian visitors, and today I saw a picture of I think someone from Switzerland that was trying with a little card in the parking lot entrance, asking to buy a ticket with
it
a
works
pass
that way.
Yeah, I know it doesn't work, but that was showed. There's a lot. So there's a lot of misunderstanding, I think. And
Well, there's a lot of difficulty too, and one of them is that you can only hold 5 park passes at a time. And I was talking to Jason about this earlier. As an annual pass holder, even if you have a trip of longer than 5 days, you're kind of screwed at the moment.
Right now,
especially if you're going to do a vacation for like 10 days or 7 days or.
Right now, all of my day, I have 5 days. That's the max I can have. All of my days are accounted for, and the first one doesn't start until the second week of May. So I have no
It's
passes.
further out than. It's further out than that.
It's not that I couldn't book something now. It's not that there's not availability. What I'm saying is that all 5 get taken now. So it effectively, even though this is supposed to be an annual pass without a blackout date, it is there is basically the entire year is effectively blacked out for some period of time, right? So and I'll give you an example. If I knew that family was coming into town at some point, because this is what's happening with a friend, right? Somebody's coming into town, set aside these days because I want to lock them in. I don't want to not be able to go to the parks with them, right? Well, I've used all of my days now to lock that in. If they're not coming until December, and December happens to be a holiday period, and you know how holiday periods book out fast, I could actually technically, effectively be blacked out from now until December if I would just wanted to make sure I had these 5 days in December. That's a problem. I don't want to dwell on it tonight. People have heard me rant about it before, and I don't. This has nothing to do with how awesome Disney is, by the way. Disney is amazing, and what we're complaining about is the fact that we can't access this amazing place. Okay, so it's nothing to do with this destination.
And probably there's that because it doesn't make sense just preventing us to go to the parks to spend money there and to consume there. There's probably a good reason for that. Not only incompetence, but other reasons.
Well, yeah, and I know it's capacity planning and so forth. But my suggestion to Collin, because I'm assuming he's going to call Bob and tell him
for sure. I'll text him after the show.
They really should allocate a number of days per month that you can book, right? So, and then have it like the ADR system, where if you don't show up, don't do what you're doing in Disneyland, where you basically prevent somebody from coming, but charge for it. Like, hey, you have an annual pass. If you book for a park and you don't show up, you're going to get charged for it. If you don't cancel before a certain number of days, I'm fine. I'd actually rather have that than not be able to know
Yeah.
that I can access a park, I'm willing to tell them I'm coming in 2 months. I'm going to be there on a Wednesday at Epcot in 2 months. Plan accordingly. Get all the cheese spread ready, right? But they won't let me do that.
Yeah.
Well, and there's a difficulty that they've kind of shot themselves in the foot with because the demand for park passes is very high at the moment. So if you do, say you book one, if you have your 5 for 2 weeks out because you want to get those actual specific ones, that's an availability constraint. So you can get those the ones that you want to if you book them far enough in advance. But until then, you can't you can't go to the parks because you are concerned that the availability will fill up because it historically has for the last 3-4 months. Anything more than 2 weeks out inside of 2 weeks, I should say, will fill for the most part.
There's one way
holidays.
to around this. There's one way to get around this. Well, 2 ways. If you want to book a hotel, so if you book a on-property resort rate, that's a really expensive way to do it.
Yeah.
You could just go buy another annual pass.
That's also really expensive.
It is, but it's actually cheaper than trying to book hotels every time that you want to make sure you can get into the park. So
it may actually void your other annual pass.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
I've had 2 layered on top of each other before.
Yeah.
So the month of March, because of the way I was booking them, and I had to be able to secure dates in March, but I couldn't because my annual pass expired at the end of March, and so I actually had to ended up
Coast Pass. Yeah.
renewing it earlier, and so I was able to layer it on top. If you layer it on top, if you have 2 annual passes, you can attach that to your account, and you can have 10 days.
But guys, there's another thing we need to consider that probably is happening. The issue with the labor issue. I know that there's some, but have you take a look?
Carlos, it's not a labor issue. Here's the thing: if I can buy 2 annual passes, so that now I can have 10 days as opposed to 5, I haven't helped the labor issue in any way by doing that. But yet I have the ability now, because I paid more, to do an extra 5 days. Which is crazy because I've already paid for an annual pass without a blackout date, which was supposed to anyway.
But that's why they're not selling the annual pass anymore.
You can get it if I could renew now.
Yeah, but they're not adding additional APs to the mass because
not to the masses, right? No, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So they're not, and that's one problem because. If you're guys, I have to tell you, if you know how to make a sunny side up egg, apply for Disney food service because hiring bonus I saw a hiring bonus for someone that can do pastries is $4,500. It is the hiring bonus. Okay,
I can eat.
Sounds like we need to learn how to make pastries.
If you you can prepare coffee. They're apply because they are in demand of that people. I think I'm changing career.
You should.
He's gonna go make coffee. Disney.
You're gonna enjoy it.
But talking about career, let me start with the cards here, and there's some good news. Good news. The first news is that our friend Carol Stein now is the official pianist of the American Adventure Pavilion. You know that
I didn't know they had an official
that
pianist
expo,
at the American Adventure.
the soul exposition, the jazz history exposition. Now they have Carol playing songs there during for the expo for the
on the big stage.
No, they set it up.
Where?
They set it up piano there. In the side.
So where Santa Claus is?
Yes. No. Inside the rotunda. Where do they?
On the jazz side.
Yes. On the.
So is the jazz gone now?
No, the jazz is not gone. There. Now the jazz is there. Now with Carol Stein playing.
Is she playing jazz?
Yes.
All jazz?
Really?
Yes.
I love Carol. Don't get me wrong. I would pick Carol over that exhibit because
that's the point. That's the point. I'm so happy because now they somehow they fix it. So they have Carol there playing for.
God bless America.
Yeah.
I love her.
She just have to wait for the snacks to come back.
You really do. I mean, seriously, we should find out what her schedule is so we
Yes.
can post that, because she is a treasure, and you should. It was really, really, really sad when a lot of these performers were not there,
Yeah.
and
she's such a sweet, amazing person, such a nice person to be with, to talk with. She shines. She's amazing.
Was it last year that Food and Wine did a booth right inside the door at the America Pavilion?
Yep.
They sold like crab salad or stuff, or was that flour?
They've done that.
Wasn't. I
We've
think it
done
was
a
Food
couple,
and Wine.
a
Wasn't it?
couple
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
That's a great idea for over there.
Because it's a
Imagine
beautiful
getting a little
space.
Snack.
They're-
Well,
So-
now they're using the space for
Carol.
Carol plus queuing.
Yeah, but
Carol and
it's-
queuing.
yeah.
True.
Queuing and Carol. Queuing with Carol.
There's some news about Narcoosseous too. Narcoosseous is closing June 18th for a refurbish. They say for a full refurbish. It is more than welcome, because I think that place is amazing, but it was looking a little bit dated. So
It's not as amazing as its sister.
No, it's not. It's not as amazing as Citricos. Okay. The other piece of news is this one here. Let me bring you here. It is Kermit is back.
What?
Somehow, I will not say that he's going to back.
What?
He's not going to be back in the show, but I have a video here that will kind of explain or hint the way of it. The only problem is that video, I couldn't get a nice resolution video, but let's go with this one. Take a look.
Wow, Spaceship Earth. It's so beautiful. But just one thing. I like that better. The Earth. Let's keep it green. This Earth Month and every day. Because it's a lot easier being green if we all work together.
I really don't know what's going to happen, but it's due to May, to the Earth Day. So is something green is going to happen. Could be involved in Kermit, I hope.
Apparently, Kermit went through puberty.
Or he swallowed a frog.
I don't understand. I really don't understand.
I know. Let's see.
It sounds odd.
Why? Why? Odd what?
Michael,
It
right?
doesn't sound like
Tracker
Kermit
sounds
anymore.
more
like
It doesn't
Kermit
make
than
any
this.
sense. None of the Muppets sound like the Muppets. It doesn't make any sense. What are they doing? Walt Disney voiced Mickey Mouse. Somehow, the Disney company was able, over generations, to find people, Brett Iwan being the most recent, right? Find people who sound just like it. I think I probably have a neighbor who can sound more like Kermit than Kermit sounds now.
You got some weird neighbors.
I
if
wouldn't
that's
know.
the
I
case.
don't really talk to my neighbors, but I'm sure I have one that could do a better Kermit. It doesn't make any sense.
It's a frog between the houses.
Am I the only one? Come on, I'm not the only one who feels this way.
No,
right?
it does sound a little odd.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yes. So let's say hello to our buddy Chris Shepard is here, but everybody, everybody's saying that. I will not even say that. The Kermit is sounding like a friend of ours.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that was the case.
Yes, it's true.
Wait, are they saying he does the voice, or he actually sounds like that?
No, he totally sounds
sounds
like.
like
No,
that.
he
Yes.
doesn't.
I will
No,
not
he
say
doesn't.
that. Don't make me say the name. But yes, he sounds totally like him.
No, he doesn't.
Heck,
Yeah.
yeah, he does.
Okay, I cannot say that.
For the record, I am not agreeing with that. But
Okay, buddies. And there's a last let's say hi to Carmen. Hi, Carmen. How are you? Today is Wednesday night. Yeah, right. Yeah, but we needed to change. Don't.
Unfortunately,
it
it
was
is
our
Wednesday.
fault. It's our fault.
don't go booking your Thursday yet.
Yes.
Either. Yeah, don't do that.
Have a last video. I hope it's here because it's not showing in my. But it was supposed to be here. A video. Something that is going on Europe and is not Disneyland Paris birthday, but there's something else, and I love the video. Pay attention to this. Isn't
That's
she?
it's
Isn't she
amazing.
beautiful? Isn't
I
she
know, but
beautiful?
It'd
I'm
be
like,
a deep river.
can you imagine if I was the pilot of that ship and I'm looking at that, I'm looking at that bridge, I'm saying, no way, is that happening?
Or if finally when they got to the bridge and they realized there was an error.
We're gonna need. I feel like,
Or you say, it's not my boat, we might as well try it.
and how can something like that be done, but yet we can't sail that container ship that ran aground in the Chesapeake? That's like, I think it's probably still there. They're trying to figure out how to get it inside. Like, how does that happen when they can run a cruise ship?
Send in the
through?
cruise ship to pull it out.
That's amazing to me. That's amazing.
No, imagine they get to the bridge and then someone, you know one thing, I got everything wrong. So the ship we're gonna be stuck in that river forever, or they have to to demolish the bridge. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, that would.
Yeah. Okay, so those were the news that we have for this week. Lovely and light. Okay.
Lovely and light.
Yes. And the news. Let me bring here. The news were brought by our dear buddy, our friend, Jason Canapp.
Oh, well, look at me! Woohoo! Well, thank you. So happy to be the official sponsor of the news this week.
Yes.
I think we'll do something special because of that. I think that even though we're not going to be here as after hours tomorrow evening, because certain people are celebrating certain birthdays, I think because look, what else am I going to do with my time? Don't answer that, Michelle. What else would I possibly do? I think we should still get together. Maybe at like, I don't know, 7 p.m. We could possibly invite Marcus Fowl along. I'm just saying, he happens to be a nice guy. And maybe do a little live version of Accidentally Derivative, episode 89, where you get to ask us anything, almost. 7 p.m. Eastern. Come right over to herewiththemagiclive.com from Facebook or Accidentally Derivative on Facebook. We ran out of room on the card apparently to actually put the location, but don't worry, it'll get posted. You'll know about it. Also on Friday, brand new lunch break, 12 p.m. Eastern. This is an exciting one. We're going to start and getting outside the Disney bubble series. We're going to start taking you to places and spaces, not just outside the sort of perimeter of the bubble, but further afield as well. And this week, but not only will we be visiting some places virtually, destinations near and far Walt Disney World, but also we'll go get to you. I don't know what's the right word. We will be broadcasting live as well from downtown Winter Garden, which is just a lovely little space, and it's beautiful this time of year. And rumor has it, there's a wonderful little butterfly garden that we need to show you. So 12 p.m. Eastern on Friday here with MagicLive.com.
Are you going to get one of those little boxes and put a butterfly in it and carry it around so you can bring it back home?
I have one.
I don't know
He's still
if that
sleeping.
qualifies as stealing.
I love Winter Garden. I many opportunities I have recommended to my audience the Winter Garden. You know, there's the Plant Street Market, which is always a nice place to go, and on Saturdays mornings you have the local producers fair there, the little market. It is beautiful. It is great.
I don't do those things. Other people do. And that's why we bring other people along sometimes, because, if the whole world did all the things that I like to do,
what's your problem? What are your problem with those local
farmers markets?
Farmers markets, yeah.
It's in the morning.
Exactly.
But it goes. You don't need to
put pants on that early.
No. You don't need. Usually, when I show up there, is around 11.
And then you have to find parking.
It is so easy to park because they have a public parking.
In the back.
Covered? No, it's right there. It's so easy to park.
I don't know about that one.
Yes. It's covered. It's nice. You're not gonna have your car in the sun.
You get some kind of like white white
White glove
white
treatment.
gloves. Yeah, it's just
I'll
like
treat you there. I'll take you there. Let's.
Puts
let's
his white
I get
gloves
the-
on
oh,
before he
will I
handles
get, like, the-
vegetables.
Will I get the Ponto experience? And
Yes, you have to go there. Yeah, you have to.
They
go
heard
there.
him talking about the coconuts, so they gave him priority.
if you pick me, I
Parking.
tell you what. The next time you're in town on a Saturday when I'm here, I think you pick me up. I'll go with you to the farmers market.
Yeah, so we will do that. We will do
That
that.
way he doesn't have to park.
No,
Exactly.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. Okay, buddy. So that was the news. Collin Kendall, fluffy and cute.
You're just jealous.
They did. I got it. Some people are commenting about the night bees. The night bees are real. I don't know what those critters are, but they were swarming me.
But they were stinging you.
No, they didn't sting, but
I
they
saw it.
looked
They were
like
not bees. They were
considered
only
it-
flies.
No, these were bigger than
Considered.
flies.
Yeah.
It's Florida.
They're
There's
night
no
bees.
telling what they were.
And I'll tell
Could
you,
be
when
bats.
you find
Roaches,
them,
who knows?
Could be
find
bats. Could be bats. Yeah.
they're not bats.
There's a lot of beetles in Florida.
The bats should have been eating these things. I was like, come on, bats, do your job.
Buddies. So Collin Kendall. Now is the time.
That was the best time.
Fact or fiction. So we're gonna bring you, a phrase, a text, and you actually, you along with the other fellows here, we will need to, to decide if it's fact or fiction. Okay, and just because Colin just forgot what he was supposed to say, he
I'm
was
sure
going.
everyone is shocked by that.
He is going to be the first one. He's going to be the very first one. Collin Kendall, let's see your fact or fiction story
See
here.
how this goes.
This is the one.
On my most recent visit to Disney's Magnolia Golf Course, my tee shot missed the green to find a greenside bunker. As I approached the bunker, we discovered an 8-foot alligator a few feet away from my ball. Me being me, played the shot anyway. Good luck.
Yes, to have an alligator so close to your ball is great. It is Florida. Okay, so let me get it right. First of all, yes, you already played the Magnolia Golf Course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Collin Kendall, was it recently or was?
No, this was spring break of. I was still in high school actually. It's the only time I've played Magnolia. I've played Lake Buena Vista a couple times, once, twice, at least visited twice. I've never played Palm though. That's the one that's paired with
Pong with
Palm?
like the little
PALM.
Pong, remember that? Like that was great.
Yeah, no, that's a lot cheaper to play.
It was like the digital Canapp.
What is
Hello to Felipe Tirso. Diane is saying, Patricia is saying false. Diane is saying fact. Michael fiction.
Laura's
Karen-
asking how far from the ball.
Yes, how
I
far?
think I said, didn't I?
Yes,
like
he's
8 foot
mentioned
or so.
8 foot.
Yeah.
Why? What did you say?
No, it
Oh, no,
was
that was the
it was
size.
an 8-foot alligator, a few
It
feet
was
away.
honestly, we were about the length of the alligator away from it.
Joan is saying fiction. Lisa is saying fact. Heather is saying fact.
Were you playing with your parents?
It's probably
Yeah.
my dad.
Yeah, I don't see them saying, "Okay, it's okay, son. Go ahead and play from that spot." I mean, like, your parents are cool and all, but like, they're not that like. That feels like they're. Oh, see, they're saying they're saying, "Son, I would never do that. I cannot believe you're leading these nice people along and thinking that we would do that to you."
He's not
I got
saying.
nothing. Funny enough, my dad just like stepped through the door. So
I
was
know.
Like, what is
Yeah, I
going
know,
on
I
here?
know.
Like,
I know. He was like, he's to clarify.
no. Apparently, we're about to get some really horrible weather, so he's making sure that like if we may lose internet here in a second. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
But
careful.
but
If you need
one
the
thing.
duck recovered.
One thing. What happened? What happened to the alligator? Did he moved or he was
Didn't move. That was the funniest part of it. Never moved.
Okay, there is everybody is everywhere here. I'm saying one thing. I think is a fact. I think it's
I lost all of that.
That's on Carlos's end.
No,
That was on Carlos's
I
end.
was saying, I don't know if it's me or
Colin and I
Carlos,
both
but
lost you.
I didn't hear
no,
any
it's
of
Carlos
that.
because it happened to me too. Yeah.
no. Let me.
It's Carlos. It's Carlos' problem. Carlos's problem.
It probably was an ECAM problem.
So like, oh, my internet.
The internet is great. It's great. Thank God.
Very
But
careful.
but I think it's fact.
Oh.
What do you
think?
think?
Fiction.
You think it's fiction?
Yeah. I think it's partially true, but mostly fiction.
Okay.
Use case for
and
me.
Valerie is asking, was the gator real?
Good question.
Yes, it was.
Were you
It's
dreaming?
Florida and it's outside. I don't think they put animatronic ones around.
Now, I already did, the only thing I saw in that golf course was deers, and a lot of deers. I think it's fact.
Okay.
Jason?
I'm gonna stick with fiction because I like being wrong.
Okay. Colin,
Okay.
was it fact or was it fiction?
So, this is a mixed story. So, in context of Disney, it was not on Disney's golf course. This did happen though, but it was on Hilton Head Island, and it was my dad's ball rather than my ball. But we did play it where it was. It was an 8-foot alligator. It was sitting on the bank.
So
We walked up to the ball, and we didn't realize it after we'd hit our tee shots, and we walked over to it. My dad rounded the corner and saw the other side of the bunker. He said, "You will not believe what's sitting over here."
So actually, it was almost a faction, but it was a fiction.
Exactly. It was not in Florida. It was in South
It
Carolina.
was an
It wasn't
adaptation.
your dad didn't make you play this. So okay.
No,
That
but
makes
he did.
I
It's the
know,
funny
that's
thing.
fine. But that's fine. Dads are allowed to do that sort of thing. But it's like, do as I say, not as I do. So.
Exactly. He's
Jason.
like, watch the alligator while I hit this and
Yes.
see if he comes my way.
But nothing. So everybody survived. The alligator was, and even
Yeah. Funny
Yeah.
enough, when we did play Magnolia, I did see a 3-foot alligator, but I can deal with those.
No, and even with a 3-footer, would no,
No, I don't
See,
need that's
they don't
that's
bother
too
me
big.
that much.
that's too much.
I
do
can,
if
I
they
can take
chomp.
that one, especially when I have a metal rod in my hand.
Yeah, I think that Chris was right. Faction.
Exactly. There you go.
It was an adaptation of a truth fact. Okay. Well, Jason, now it's your turn. Do
Now
you
it's my turn.
Do you remember
I
what?
remember. Yes, like it was yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Practically. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was practically yesterday. I once shared an elevator with Regis Philbin at the Grand Floridian.
It is. Let me recap that. I need that. Regis Philbin is he used to be the
Tell me
guy.
you don't know.
But
Guy from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
no.
Well, yes. But before that, he had his own
in
show.
Regis and
Yeah,
Kelly.
Regis and
He's just been
Kelly.
around forever. I mean, he's passed now, but
He's
on-
passed.
So has
yeah.
Kelly, I believe.
No,
Kelly is not passed. No,
Kathy
Kelly's-
Lee was the
No.
person before Kelly, and she's still alive.
Yes. I know who
Oh,
is.
yeah, I knew Kathy Lee was.
So
Maybe I'm
so,
thinking of the wrong person. I guess
Maybe
I
you
am.
are.
So I once shared elevator with Regis Philbin on Grand Floridian. So you were staying in Grand Floridian,
Correct.
and so probably the
Regis did do one
I've-
of the
and I've stayed there one
candlelight
time in
processions
my
at one
life.
point, I think.
I've only stayed there one time in my life at the Grand Floridian, and this happened when I was staying at the Grand Floridian.
So John is saying fact. Joe is saying fact. Diane is saying fact. Mary is saying fact. Heather is saying fact.
Why fact so fast? Like, you don't even know. Like, Jason, like, it's just funny because I don't usually take the elevator.
Our buddy Caleb
He
is saying
takes the elevator
fact.
in the Grand Floridian.
What year, Jason, is Greg asking?
That's a good question. Which would also answer the why I was taking the elevator question. Because who takes the elevator? Seriously, who takes the elevator? You take the elevator when you're going to the concierge level. 1996 happened to also be the year I got married to a certain
And I was
person.
born.
And I haven't been, no connection, I promise. Yeah, so 1996. I'll let that. You can ask more questions if you want.
So you were staying in the main building.
Yeah, because that's where the concierge rooms are. Which I don't know how it works now. I think the concierge level is still there, but in
It's
hindsight,
the whole
I wouldn't
main
have.
building, I believe.
In hindsight, I wouldn't have done that again because I felt like we didn't get as good of a view as we could have. But the concierge level you can only access by the elevator, and it's not that nice, like, glass cage like elevator. It's the
That one only
elevators on
goes
this
up to
side.
the second floor.
Right, exactly. Which is why it would defeat the purpose.
Things could change because I already stood in a concierge level. Not in the main building, in one of the buildings. The other buildings are actually the one that is close to the marina. I stood in a concierge level there, so it's not only in the main building.
Well, this was 1996. We also had the golden key thing, like the card. You could just do everything. You paid the money and you did everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
So nice.
Was one of them to meet Regis in the elevator?
No, that was unexpected.
I would say,
But it was unexpected. But at the same time, I knew who Regis. I mean, Regis Philbin. He wasn't doing the monochromatic tie shirt thing at the time, though.
And did he spoke with you, or you spoke?
Yeah,
with
he
him?
said hi. It was nice. Yeah, he said. Yes, it was a brief. It's a brief elevator ride. It's not that long, but he's a nice guy. He's small.
He was.
He was small.
Who pressed the button? Is Spears asking.
You didn't? Yeah, I don't remember. I honestly, I have no idea. It's the concierge level. What I do remember about the elevators is that to get to that floor, I think it's at four. Is it the fourth floor, third or fourth floor? You have to actually use your card thing. It's like whatever that. I don't know. You had to insert the thing. I don't remember. I have no idea.
Okay, I would say it's fiction.
Okay.
I will say it's fiction because I think the story is true, but I don't think it was Regis.
Who was it?
I think it was somebody else. I don't remember who, though. I feel like I've heard this before.
Thurston
Bits
Howell
and
the third?
pieces of this story.
I think it's fiction. No, I think because it's too elaborated.
Okay. You remember if you meet Regis Philbin, I do remember asking him one thing.
Okay. Yes.
I asked him, how did you like Yanni? I didn't know what else to say. Here's the thing. Yanni performed, the way I discovered Yanni was through a PBS special. Okay, so cut to 2 weeks later, Yanni's performing on the Regis and Kathy Lee show, and at the time he was, I think, dating the woman. What's her face? Her name she was on Dynasty. I can't remember. Anyway, and he was there, and I was a huge fan. I still am a huge fan of Yanni. Long live Yanni, and so that's what I asked him. I asked him about Yanni. It was embarrassing a little bit, but he was a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
Jason, was it fact or fiction?
What do you still think it's fiction?
I still think it's fiction.
Well, that's too bad for me. Because it's fiction.
I knew it.
You did run into somebody in an elevator, didn't you?
And the good thing is that everybody was in fiction. Most.
I don't think so.
They're talking.
I see lots of facts here. I see lots of facts.
You were talking about Linda Evans.
Linda Evans. That's right.
Yeah.
That's all true.
Yeah, I know. But there was no reaches in your elevator.
No, but I'm sure he was at some point.
Maybe
never
not in
know.
the Grand Floridian.
They did stuff for the show here all the time. Regis and Kathy Lee, all the time.
Okay, so let's go to mine. Let's go to my fact or fiction. And the one that I have is the following: Big Bad Wolf once attacked my sister. He messed with her hair and made her lose an earring.
That's
Was
oddly
this-
specific.
I'll put it again. Big Bad Wolf once attacked my sister. He messed with her hair and made her lose an earring.
So
Was she building a house out of straw?
Yeah, did he huff and puff? Never mind. So
You're
Was
talking
this-
about my sister.
was this, right. Was this Disneyland or Disney World?
It was Walt Disney World.
Where?
Might be Magic Kingdom.
It was at Magic Kingdom.
He's supposed to answer the questions, Jason.
I know. This means this goes way. So this takes us back to probably early
Year
80s.
was 1974.
You know,
Is it early 80s?
Peter say totally true because I saw Big Bad Wolf sporting a solo ring.
Was it early 80s?
It was 1984.
What color was his hat?
Oh, I cannot remember.
No, I find that interesting. Convenient.
I cannot remember.
Is your
How
sister
many
older
years
than you or
apart
younger?
are you and your
Yeah.
sister? Yeah.
My sister is younger. I'm the oldest one at home,
Ain't that the truth?
and my sister is 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
So let
How
me.
old
do-
were you in the 80s, Carlos?
I was
about 30.
I was by that time I was close to get to be 17, and
Okay, so she's old enough to wear earrings.
and she was 15. she was 15 years old.
Say if she was like 3, this would all unravel on you.
I'm paying attention to your questions, but and hello to Terry Ferguson Berger. Hello to our buddy Selby. How old was your sister when this happened? It was 15 years old, Chrissy. Every time someone says facts,
So I'm gonna say fact.
I'll say
Karen-
fiction just
Whoa,
because
wait
Carlos
a
is
second.
never fact on.
Wait. One more question. Did your sister have pierced ears when she was 15?
yes, she had.
I still think it's fiction.
Let me.
I don't know. I take assault very seriously, Colin, and I think that
Huff and puff
there-
and blow the
wait,
house down.
They're much
accusation.
there are much more facts, I think, than fictions. Truths, facts. Jody saying I was in senior in high school in 1984. Chris is saying fiction. Okay.
I'm gonna say fact.
You're saying fact, and Colin is
Sticking
saying
with fiction.
so.
You're a liar.
Big
You're a
Bad Wolf
pathological
once
liar.
attacked my sister. He messed up with her hair and made her lose an earring. It was fact.
Yes.
Oh.
It happened in front of Tony Town's Square, the restaurant. And by that time, remember the characters used to roam freely, and he was walking around there. And then my dad went to take a picture of my sister with him, and actually she was using a plastic in the 80s. Remember, it's 80s, a plastic earring, two of them. And then he messed it up with her hair.
Like,
Like a bad wolf. My father got too upset. I remember that. He said, "No, don't do that. Don't do that." My God, he didn't like it. And then but took a picture. Later that day, she said, "I lost an earring." She said, "I lost my earring. One of them." Okay, I lost.
So
my
it may
earring.
not have been his fault.
And then after because Colin, that time there was no digital photos. We need to process the film.
I'm aware.
Okay, so a few days later, after processing the film,
I think I still have some actually. That needs to be developed.
we saw the photo of Big Bad Wolf messing with her hair and the earring in the floor.
No,
Yes.
oh, yeah.
Yes, the earring on the floor. So yes, it was his fault. Okay, no, we did not shoot the wolf. But that time we used to have
For
those
the plastic earring.
those characters roaming around, and Big Bad Wolf was roaming around the area there. Great, I love fact or fiction. I think
Old
it's
Florida. You gotta love old Florida. The wolves roaming around.
And the one thing, this beautiful segment, and with alligators, wolves, and ridges, it was brought to you by Collin Kendall. And yes, get ready. Yeah, you like this. Oh, what a beautiful it is.
Ooh, magic. Yeah, so as always, we got a few things going on. Main thing is the 50th anniversary book with our friends at Celebrations Press is available from Tim Foster. You can check that out on their website. I have some photos in that, and we've got some more projects underway that will be coming later this year, and possibly another one that will be coming towards the end of the year. So we've got a few things working there, so keep an eye out on that. I'll share more when I'm able to share more. And give me a shout on Instagram at Guide4WDW, and I will try to respond to anything that comes that way. But give me a follow there, and we'll connect there as well. I think that's all I have today. And everybody's warning me about a storm.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like the fourth person. Apparently, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Plug my phone in so you can see.
But I got like an hour, I think. Yeah.
Let me see if I can make this come up. Oh yeah.
Oh.
See?
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
Where are you? You're in.
Yours says Kentucky there.
Yeah.
Slide up.
Yes.
Slide up.
There's Lexington.
Lexington, right in the middle of the map. Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
it's getting close. Yeah.
It's getting close. It's
I
getting
don't
close.
hear it yet. So if I disappear, you'll know why.
I'm not here, by the way. For anyone who's wondering,
Welcome to the northeast coast.
Yes.
Southeast. I don't know how.
one ring a dingy. 2 ring a dingies.
I don't know. Selby is saying in 2000, who made a mess in the park was Tigger. He was appearing in spirit for no magical reason. Oh yes, it's true. Yeah. I remember that. that. But that one was like he was. He was the grumpy one. He was the grumpy one, and then he messed with her hair like this. I wish I could find that photo because
You should find the photo.
Yeah, probably my parents still have that. Let's see.
Well, give him a call.
Yeah.
We'll help. We'll wait.
No. Okay, buddies. So now is the time.
What's the best time?
Hello.
Hello.
So
Governor.
the topic, appropriately for the season and for the week, our topic for today's top 3, after hours top 3, is top 3 Easter eggs at attractions. Mm-hmm. And it was nice, lovely.
Yes.
We can start with Colin. Colin.
That's a good thing, because put it on the screen, because I
Yeah,
don't
because you
recall.
You recall everything. I know that you recall everything.
I am very visual. I'm going to have a
and
little bit
you
of
never
lead.
know. In the way, the reason I'm starting with you because you never know how if the next time you're gonna be around. So,
Oh,
Nope. So, okay, so this is a fun one. The Mr. Toad portrait and Owl's house. So if you know any of the Disney history around Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at Magic Kingdom in Florida, you'll know that Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh replaced Mr. Toad's Wild Ride in, I believe, the early 90s. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong there. And when that happened, Disney hid an Easter egg in Al's room as you go through the attraction. I guess it's the second room, technically, where the doors open and stuff kind of moves around. I believe it's over on your right. There's actually a little picture of Mr. Toad passing the deed of the house, quote unquote, to Al in this one. I always found it funny. And there's also another one. I don't know if somebody's taken it or not. Did anybody take the Haunted Mansion one? No,
not me.
It's not on anybody's list.
Oh,
Okay.
wait. What do you?
No, yeah. Wait for the
He's
end.
not really sure.
Oh no, actually, I didn't. I don't think I did put it on mine. I thought about it.
Well, if
it's
not,
the same thing. Are you talking about the old lady?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Was
No,
that somebody else's?
no, I don't
We'll
have
just
any.
have to wait and see.
What are you
I guess,
starting,
but-
Colin?
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
Let's wait.
We're all like chomping at the bit.
It's a fun small Easter egg. If you've never noticed it, be sure to look out for that one. It is kind of hard to find because it is pretty dark in that room, but check it out if you get a chance, especially if you're a Mr. Toad fan.
Jason, what about you? Which is your third?
What about me?
Yeah. And
My-
your
my
third
number-
one.
My number 3. This is hard to order, so it was hard to rank them. But to start to make the TTA, the People Mover, the third is kind of sad. But yeah, it's an audible. It's an audible Easter egg, and this is the whole paging Mr. Morrow. Mr. Morrow. This is a reference, of course, to. I think it goes like paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact.
I have here. You want me to show?
Well, that's right. You do. You do happen to have it.
Well,
Yes.
Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon.
I love.
So of course, Flight to the Moon was an attraction in Tomorrowland that opened. Was an original attraction in '71. Mr. Morrow and Mr. Johnson were both characters in the attraction. So yeah, it's cool. That's a nice. I think it's a
nice.
cool little,
It's a nice
yeah.
one, and I loved. Every time I'm riding the People Mover, and I got to that part, I always think how nicely they did the sound engineering of that, because when you hear that, it's different. It is you're in that place.
It's a little dated, but a little techno-y.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But this is new, yeah, and this is from the 2014 redo.
Yeah, it's not been there forever.
And they updated it because they had removed a lot of the funny things out of it, and then they brought them back, put them back in. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but be prepared, because things are about to change in the narration for the People Mover.
Well, why would you say that?
I think they've already taken out the Mickey Star Trader part because it's not currently open.
And they were actually.
Why hasn't this been covered in the news?
They were hiring, and because it's not pretty open, but they were hiring actors for voiceover, and it is related to the People
Did you
Mover.
apply?
Because you know what they change it, because they have to add now the part that will be related to Tron.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
They don't get the guy who does Kermit's voice. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. So my third one, and I will do a Collin now. I cannot remember the other that I put.
See,
but,
it's not just me.
oh, it's this one. Okay, it is the
This
Nautilus.
is good. This almost made my list.
It is the Nautilus at the carving at the Little Mermaid. It is kind of
amazing how that just happened naturally.
Very carefully.
Yeah. But it's the way that they did is amazing. That's what I like it, and it's somehow it's because it's related to the site, because you remember
that's where it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be
right
the
there.
whole site. It was not one of my favorite attractions. I was not ever a big fan of the 20,000 leagues under the sea.
It was nice knowing you, Carlos.
No, it was. I usually like to watch from, but somehow it gave me to be
claustrophobia?
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Well, this is why. So
I
you
could see
enjoyed
that.
that. You enjoyed that room though at the submarine.
I love
the
that.
Nemo.
I love. Yeah.
The sort of accessible room. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, the limo.
Jason's room is what we
Yeah.
like to call it.
Yeah.
And it's not the only Nautilus that's in Fantasyland.
No, there's another one. Which is
Many
in
Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. If you go under in the children's area and look back at the door frame, there's a tiny nautilus above the door frame.
yes.
Oh.
It is.
Is it a nautilus?
Yeah, pretty much.
But it is out in reference, and the Easter eggs in reference to the site, the very site that it was a huge attraction in terms of the space that it used to occupy.
Ben, wait a second. Ben is awake. Ben, what are you doing up still?
But Ben
He's
show up
bored.
now.
Yeah, he's here.
Hello,
Ben. Oh, good for you, buddy. I'm sorry for having trouble
Ah.
sleeping, but our win. It's our.
Hey buddy, hey buddy. Okay, so let's go to Colin's second one.
Yeah,
And while Colin is still here.
I am still here. I haven't blown away yet. Actually, it hasn't started raining yet. So
No, it will soon.
it will very soon. Yeah. Yeah. So this is funny to me, and I know this is not always there. To my understanding, I don't know if that's still the case anymore. But at Muppet Vision 3D, there is a key under the mat, right where it says there's the keys under the mat. Right when you walk in the door on the right, there is a sign that says the keys under the mat, and it looks like a little Dropbox type area. And sure enough, if you look under the mat, there is a key there. And it's always been something that's funny to me because it's just typical Muppets, and we all know how much Jason loves the Muppets, Muppet Vision 3D, and there is so many little hidden details in that attraction that they just make you laugh, and that's just one of them. And it's funny to see people actually try it that haven't tried it before. It's like, sure enough, it actually is there.
Dirty little secret.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Confession
pretty
time?
much. Pretty much.
I did not actually. I'm sure I seen the sign that said. I'm sure I saw the sign that said.
happened?
There goes his key.
I saw the sign.
But open up
Of
my
my mind.
eyes. Open my eyes. I saw the
Man,
sign. Hold on.
Sadly, more people know that because
saw
of
the
Pitch
signs.
Perfect than they do.
open up my eye and tell the signs. And they cannot.
Oh man! Now that the words, it'll come back. It'll come back with the worst possible time. Okay, here's the thing. I have the weather. The weather's really bright. I actually didn't know that there was a key under the mat for real until Colin showed me.
Oh really?
It was
Really?
that
I
recent.
don't even remember doing that.
Yeah, you did it when we went there with your family. Remember when I was like,
How could I forget that?
Yes, you were the one who actually introduced it to me, and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's funny funny.
There's a lot of them. It's funny.
There's a lot of them.
No. Like around Disney, there's a lot of like random ones that nobody knows
There's
about.
more keys.
In the mausoleum. No, nobody got. Okay.
Jason,
Yes.
are you
I'm
ready?
monitoring this weather for Colin. Yeah.
I'm ready for the second one.
Of course, I'm ready for the second one. The second one, actually, we're going. Was this the second one?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
It
here.
doesn't really matter. The second one is in the Remy's Ratatouille adventure area. This is actually this is Skinner's scooter in the back there. That of course is also Colette's motorcycle that you kind of see off to the right in the back. The motorcycle that Wendy Seger and I rode together on Saturday. And if you look at the odometer on the scooter, you'll see that it reads 52, which happens to be the year that Walt Disney created. It was actually WDI at the time, and then that which became WED, and then it later became Disney Imagineering. That was 1952, and this is a little nod to the year that Imagineering was created. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
isn't that cool?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know if
good.
that's the case. I don't know if that's true in Disneyland Paris. I don't know if they have the same thing going,
But you brought something that is special that I would like to bring here. That is related. You mentioned Disneyland Paris, and it's like, and yesterday was the 30-year mark of Disneyland Paris. So one thing is Selby mentioned is that that in Disneyland Paris, in the Tomorrowland, there's this Tomorrowland, which is Discoveryland. You can walk through the Nautilus. So the Nautilus is there, and you can
like the actual like from the movie.
They took one of the Nautilus from Florida, and it's out. The idea is that you're going through then, but it's
I thought it was like a replica of like the movie, like So you're
no,
actually
but you
walking
go
into
inside. You go inside and you see everything, even the keyboard, the organ that Captain Nemo used to play. It is amazing. It is amazing.
So is it an old attraction vehicle, or is it actually like a mock-up of the Nautilus from the movie?
You know how
I
they
need to see pictures. I need somebody who could do a video of something.
I have a video. I have in vertical footage, and I will do a reel especially for you.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Will you tag me in
Yes.
said reel so I actually know to look?
Yes.
Okay.
So what they do
Write
is
an
that you
extra
go,
caption
you
in
go,
English.
you enter the Nautilus, the submarine. Okay.
Huh.
But actually, the whole attraction it probably takes more than the submarine itself, but you don't know. So you think you're walking around the actual submarine, but you walk into the backstage area. There's a kind of effect there, but it's
So it
it's
is.
huge
like a
inside.
mock-up
Yeah,
of the studio mock-up.
Yes,
I love that's great. I love to see that.
It is beautiful. It's
They
a
should
nice.
do more of those types of things. They should do more of those things. I love it.
And I tell you, I have to tell you, everybody, I almost did something last
Getting
week.
close for dramatic effect.
Yeah, I almost
yeah.
did something. I almost
He's in
went,
rabbit mode.
I almost bought
You know what
a
they do.
ticket. I bought the ticket to go to Disneyland Paris in a few days and come back.
And you would do
Really?
that without me?
Yeah, you go to the top of the word with Collin to have a dinner in California. You went to the Portuguese restaurant without me. I'm going to Disneyland Paris.
I didn't tell you who I went to the Portuguese restaurant with, and I will never probably tell you.
No, I know it's Zach Brown went.
No.
Yeah, Zach.
No.
Zach Brown wants to go with me. Okay, good.
He's fine. I want to go with you too. But that's
Okay.
not who I went with.
Okay. Now, the next time that I go to thinking of going to Disneyland Paris, I need to add Lisbon to the trip, and then again, and then we go together.
You can add Jason to the trip too.
Yes.
I don't
And
know
I
this
would love to
Lisbon
take.
guy.
And I would love to see the three of us doing something like that, and that's why
Yes.
I'm asking
Yes.
Collin to.
You might
go.
have to drug me onto the plane, so I sleep most of the time. So, but we'll see.
Selby is saying the real show building is behind the berm. Yes,
I think they should do more of that. I think the idea of doing think how much money they could save without building like ride vehicles but imagine like just a series of walkthrough type things where it's set up like a studio set, so you feel like you're in the movie. It's immersive, but you don't need to actually ride an attraction. It's like the queue for Peter Pan. I love that. I would
They had that thing
do
for,
that without the
Pirates
attraction
of the
being.
Caribbean.
Yeah, you're right,
At one
you're right.
point at
Yes.
Hollywood Studios.
You're right.
I would love
Remember when
that.
they had that?
No.
Nobody.
I hope
Hollywood
they
Studios
did.
had a walk through like Pirates of the Caribbean exhibit for a while, right next to One Man's Dream, before they built Toy Story Land and all that. It was years ago. It was really cool.
Yeah, I remember that. And
Mm-hmm.
and if they, I wish they could do that for Tower of Terror, so I can say that I went to the attraction and I did not need to go to the elevator. Okay, that would be a good idea. So let's go to my second one. Okay, my second one is I cannot remember and actually I'm going to the to the People Mover also, but instead of talking about Mr. Morrow, Tom Morrow, I'm talking about you can hear If You Had Wings, the song during the People Mover loop, and if you're not aware, why? I love.
I didn't know you had already picked the People Mover thing. I wouldn't have done that.
No, but there are totally different Easter eggs. Don't worry about it. Because here I'm talking about the song. So actually, right after you leave
I have to go.
the Space Mountain and area, and actually when you're above the Carousel of Progress, you can hear that song. You can hear it because the People Mover is starting to face the area which the attraction used to be. Because If You Had Wings was the original attraction for the site or the place where you have now the Buzz Lightyear ride. So and if you don't know, If You Had Wings is probably my favorite attraction song ever. It is It is amazing. I cannot forget that one, and I think a lot of people cannot forget that too. If you had wings, you can do anything. That it is amazing. And so they play that in with a nice. It's an instrumental version. Version.
It is really nice.
So it's such a lovely Easter egg, and then for those who are big fans and nostalgic as me, and they really appreciate. I'll appreciate that. I love.
Maybe I should grab that audio and we can loop it.
Yes.
That'd be lovely.
We can't get
That
sued
should be
because it
the
doesn't
ringtone
exist
for you.
But it is beautiful. It's beautiful. The way that they do with the synthesizer is always beautiful.
Funny enough, my ringtone is the old "Listen to the Land" song.
I don't even know what my ringtone is because I haven't heard my ringtone in years.
That's the
'cause I
same.
have my phone
Same.
vibrate all the time.
Same. Yeah.
Buddies, Karen saying, I still remember. Everybody remember that was such a catchy song, so it sticks with you. It was really nice. Colin,
Not good to say like Ace of Base sticky, but
yeah. While you're
That's
still
a different
there,
level.
while you're still there, let's go to your
So
first
far,
one.
so good. It's raining pretty hard, but we're all right.
Let's go to the first one.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. You're going to have to show it to me. Okay. So I make these lists days in advance. Cut me a break. I love this because Maelstrom was one of my favorite things in the World Showcase for quite some time. I hated it when it went. I do like the new attraction, but there's just something about it that's been a little nostalgic for me for years. And it's the puffins. If you remember Maelstrom, there used to be puffins throughout that attraction because it's kind of characteristic of Norway, or at least Disney's interpretation of Norway, I should reiterate. But they also incorporated this into the final scene of the Frozen Ever After attraction. So if you get to the bottom of the hill, you're in the little scene where they have the fireworks. There are puffins around you, I believe, on the left and right, if I remember correctly. But it's just kind of a little ode back to what was once there, and Disney does this time and time again, as we saw with Mr. Toad earlier on my list. But it happens quite a few places, and you'll see kind of ties back to things that used to be. And I do have an honorable mention, but I'll let you guys go ahead and finish out your list.
you have an
as well.
honorable mention?
No, you go.
I do.
Go with your honorable mention right now, please.
So there's
While
one
you're still
more.
here. While you're still here.
Yeah, exactly. Before I disappear. There is one more in Fantasyland that is a little less common than I think I even realized. And there is a hidden fire hydrant in Fantasyland right outside of the Peter Pan attraction. And it's a large barrel that's covering it. And Disney used that very creatively because they wanted to make sure that it didn't ruin the aesthetic of Fantasyland by putting a fire hydrant right in the middle of the land. For obvious reasons, it had to be there. And in case of fire. And they have had a couple fires in Fantasyland over the years. And I don't know if that particular one has been used, but they have used other ones as a result. But on the outside of the barrel, it is listed as Lost Boys Fire Brigade, and they do that very carefully. There's me about to blow away. They change it every once in a while to reflect the chief of the fire department with a name at the top of it so that if they ever have to actually access it, they can tell the fire department what to look for when they get in the parks. So that one's kind of fun.
Yes.
And it just looks like a large barrel. And if you ever notice, it's kind of an out-of-place barrel in Fantasyland, but there it is. It's right near the exit of Peter Pan's flight.
I love it. I love that. That one was I was not aware of that one. So
I wasn't either. I don't think I was.
You'll see it next time. Look for the big barrel.
I would do that.
Don't pick it up. You might get yelled at.
There actually may be a barrel like that up in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse.
Yes,
I
so
would
we
not
need
be
to start,
surprised.
we need to start to pay attention to the barrels and boxes because could be hydrants there.
Carefully hidden.
Jason, let's go to your first one.
My number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my number one. My number one actually is a little bit of a cheat because it's actually not in Walt Disney World. It's in Disney California Adventure. And it is Cosmo, but it's actually not really Cosmo. I love Cosmo. Cosmo is amazing animatronic in the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout queue area, which I could not convince these two yahoos that they should at least do the queue because it's an amazing queue. This is just one thing that's on display there. Cosmo the animatronic, which I don't know if anybody realizes he actually is a Guardian of the Galaxy also, and according to the comics. But anyway, what the real treat here, if you go back to the picture of Cosmo, the real treat here is the little torn. And if we can zoom in or something, it's the torn raccoon stuffed animal at his feet. There's a little raccoon.
Yeah,
it's of course a nod to Rocket.
Rocket, to Rocket. Yeah.
And so it's just I just love it. I love it. It's because it's so close to home. It's like, okay, this is like my living room. Basically.
You always bring back about Mission Breakout. Remember that the reason that we did not went there because first of all I was freezing to death. I needed.
That's not the reason.
I needed
it was
a coat.
like 70.
I needed a coat badly, and then also the line was pretty long. You were the first one to say, no, let's go.
No, I was not.
Collin Kendall, help me on that, please.
I don't remember. I can't remember what I put on my list. I made it 2 days ago. You really think I can remember that?
But buddies, Jason, you do have an honorable mention here too.
I do have an honorable mention. Oh goodness. Now I'm trying to remember what my honorable mention was. Oh yes, I forgot about Willie.
Yeah,
Big Willie.
He smashed
Willie
a
the
little
Giant is in Sir Mickey's, which I mean, I don't know if it's even there. Is it still there?
It's there. It's still there.
It's still there.
I remember.
It's still there.
I just remember noticing this years ago, and it was just kind of caught me off guard. Like,
Yeah.
Why is that guy peeping through the window?
because you don't really. That's the thing. You don't really look up, right? When you're shopping, you're in there and you're shopping, and you don't. You tend to not
You
look
said,
up
hey,
like
look,
that.
a giant thumb.
It's so you have to actually back across the other side of the store and then look up to see it, and it's Willie just checking like he's like, oh, what's going on in here? Jack and the Beanstalk, Mickey and the Beanstalk. Sorry.
Yep. It's still there.
That's my honorable mention. It's not It's an honorable mention because it's not an attraction.
It's
but
still there.
It's a cool little Easter egg. Yeah.
So let's and you know one thing I realized that my number one was actually a little bit of a cheat also because I'm not talking about an attraction. Actually, I'm talking it's an Easter egg that is outside the park. It's inside the park, but outside an attraction in a place
It's that inside outside.
Inside outside.
And I'm talking about the Lady and the Tramp prints at Tony's Town Square.
I've never seen those.
Ah, come on.
Never.
Come on.
Never.
Well, see if you go right in front of the restaurant, okay, and you look to the sidewalk, you see the prints. You see
It's right in front of the steps.
Yes, in the sidewalk.
I'm always busy setting up for the show.
So it is in the sidewalk, right in front of you. It's so cute.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah, so it's because remember later the Tramp they went to the restaurant to have
I know the story.
The whole spaghetti scene. So they printed.
I did that with my dog the other day, by the way.
They did.
That's a little concerning.
No, it's cute.
So they did the little printing in the sidewalk right in front of the window that you see Town Square. It's like
That's
that.
so cute.
It's really cute. Yeah, it's really cute. Yeah, it's good to know there were some surprises.
How long has that been like that?
Yeah.
Does your
That
dog
they
like
just do that
spaghetti?
like 2 months ago? Yeah. Well, it was like a long noodle, and I got down on the floor, and she came over to me, and I dangled it from my, and she came up and she like took it, and she was really like, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, and
Michelle, I'm gonna need a photo of that.
I have no photo. We can do it again. I'm sure. We can do it again. It only works with it was fettuccine, right? Like, I'm not going to do this with like macaroni.
Oh, and
Or
Lisa,
fusilli.
We both know you would.
Lisa is saying, there is a rainbow in Tony's with the nose prints too. Look.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that holding cell that Cosmo is in, it has nose prints on the glass also.
A lot of people did not notice that. So it is.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, the
There's a
Haunted
lot
Mansion
of them.
thing. Lisa wants to know about the Haunted Mansion.
Colin.
Oh yeah, so And the Haunted Mansion thing is that it's the pet cemetery at Haunted Mansion. As you leave the attraction on your left up the hill, there will be a little gated off area with the pet cemetery in it. And a lot of it is odes to things as you would find around the Disney parks. But one of them in the very back is Mr. Toad. And this was actually damaged not too terribly long ago, I think during one of the hurricanes that rolled through, but they have since fixed it. And Mr. Toad's kind of tucked away in the back and it says something clever like "Here lies Mr. Toad" and something replaced. It's some kind of limerick line about how replaced by Pooh or something on the Winning Adventures of Minnie the Pooh or something like that. I don't remember what the exact line is, but it's really clever if you look it up because it's really hard to actually get close enough to read it without like a big camera lens or something like that. The story has come out over the years of what it actually says, but it's a fun one to look forward to.
And there is also in the Haunted Mansion, there is also in one of the sidewalks, when you leave in the attraction, you have one of the wedding ring of the bride.
That I've seen. Yeah,
the bride. That. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Well, I feel like there's so many we should do this again, but I think that we should. Yeah. I feel like we should turn this into an interactive thing for one of the nights we're in the park or something. Maybe we should.
Yes,
that would be fun.
Yeah, yes,
because I'm terrible at this, so I need a handicap of some sort.
Let's do that. Okay, buddy.
You're gonna have a cheat sheet. The rest of us just have to wing it.
I need like extra time, please.
Exactly. I need an extra 15 minutes.
Yeah. But it was funny because during the time that we're talking about the Lady and the Tramp and the Prince, and everybody was surprised about it. And I don't know if it's the
I thought it was
storm.
a thunder.
Yeah, the storm. I thought I heard something.
There's a lot going on outside this window.
oh, really? Well, could you maybe tell us, like, maybe if you could just which way is the window? There. Can you just look out that window?
Actually, it's opposite because it's on the camera. But yes.
Okay. Well, look out that window, please.
Very
look
carefully.
out the window. Yeah, and see if you can tell what that sound is.
I'm not sure.
And I love the comments. What's that sound? Oh no! What's the sound? What's that sound, Collin?
They had the perfect excuse.
Oh,
okay.
Boy. We have reached that point of the evening where we finally get to the best part of the show, which is the end. I realize, but just before that, what's that sound? It's my favorite, your favorite, Collin Puddle's Thunderstorm, Kendall's favorite segment here on After Hours, where we will play for you a very brief little bit of sound from somewhere in Walt Disney World. Your job is, and it is a job, your job is to tell us what the sound is, where it's coming from, be as specific as possible, not Pacific, that would be Disneyland. Be as specific as possible. You can guess as many times as you want in the comments. And if you do choose correctly all 3 times, I will actually volunteer to reenact the Lady and the Tramp scene at that very spot in the town square.
You gonna take the dog with you?
you bring Luna or Sophie? Which was?
This was Sophie who did it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't think I can.
I feel like Luna would be more gentle.
Sophie is like she fits the part better.
Okay. So let's go to the. Let me get ready here. Let me get ready here too, and here too. Let's go to the first one in 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Chapek.
They might be blown away by that one.
By your window? Or by?
So I'll play it again in 1, 2, and 3.
What do you think? Is it hard? Is it easy? Does
I'll
Colin
play,
know?
I'll
Colin's
play it
always
again.
the-
I'll play it
I
again.
don't think I know actually.
So,
This is Carlos. He borrowed that thing from the bologna commercial.
Baloney has a first name. It's
He's playing the
OSCAR.
symbols.
I don't know what you're talking
Baloney
about.
has a second name.
I
It's
don't know what you're talking-
MEYER. And I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, because Oscar Mayer has a way with BOLOGNA.
We don't know.
You haven't seen
Never.
the new commercial with the guy with the backpack on with the drums and the cymbals and the thing? No, somebody will know what that is in the comments.
So we do have some carousels. Lisa Gadimani saying the Magic Kingdom Hub. Near carousel sounds like a carnival. Main Street USA at Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris. A lot of Caleb came up with a lot of options.
He's got a lot of answers.
Caleb,
Yeah, the one-man band. There you go.
throwing the
Chris.
spaghetti against the wall.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen a. I can't. I thought this would not be. I thought this was going to go fast. I thought that's why I made the sounds clip so short and I made it first. I thought.
But I think we already have someone that got it.
I think Jody Rice is on to something.
Can I bring that one?
Which one?
The one that I think is right.
I guess. Yeah. We
Look,
gotta
take a
move
look.
on.
Take a look if Lisa Gadimali didn't get it right.
No, that's not right.
No, right?
I mean, it could. I mean, not. No, not. I mean, no. I mean, but maybe, but not. No. Maybe. But not this one.
Let me see.
I mean, I'll
here.
accept. I mean, it's not. It could be the same music, but it's not the spot.
It is.
No.
Okay, let me reveal it. I think Lisa got it right. No? No. Okay. Lisa saying Main Street?
Yeah, I mean that's better.
But he recorded. Oh, I'll show the video.
Oh, I know. Oh, because of what how I labeled it. Yes,
Yes.
I labeled it, but I don't think it's actually that. I think it's up at the
So
other
he
end.
doesn't even know.
No, I knew. I just mislabeled it for Carlos. So Carlos is thrown.
Because I'm reading
I
the
actually know where
label.
it
That's
happened. I actually know where it happened, and it's not okay. You might just play the reveal and get this craziness over with.
I will.
I
just-
know I labeled it wrong. I know I did, but I do. But in my head, I knew what it was, and so he's saying it's the hub, and I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, but that's what it says. No.
It is. It's written like Magic Kingdom
was a test.
MK Hub. Okay.
I know. It's not.
It's
But I
the
said
other
range.
statue.
But to be fair, you can hear the same song at
Did you see the little wave, by the way?
the little what?
The little wave. You got to play it again. Do the little wave. Got to see the little. Wait for it. You see
What you
it?
don't know is that's Jason in the poncho. He's really short in person.
But it's
Very small.
let's go to the second one though. So let's go to the second one in 1, 2, and 3. And I'll play it again, Sam.
I've got a couple guesses on this one, but I don't know.
It is funny because I'm due to the delay. What I'm seeing here is oh how cute, so cute. It was a little bigger waving. Okay, so here is we have Marla saying People Mover. Chris is saying Train to Rafika's Planet's Watch.
That's a good one too.
Train to Rafiki is what Mike O'Reilly is saying. Rafiki Train to Animal Kingdom in Animal Kingdom's Lisa. Train to Affection Section is Karen was saying, but it's Rafiki. Taylor, railroad train, Sarah saying. And Zach is saying that's a tornado siren outside to call his wind.
Probably. Probably.
Okay. People mover, Disneyland Railroad or Disneyland Paris Railroad. Animal Kingdom train, Rafiki Planet Watch train. Bob Shapick plowing over. Oh, so I can plow over. Guess who with his choo-choo train? Yeah, it could be. Oh, we need to talk about choo-choo train.
I'm gonna need more explanation than that.
Yeah.
But okay.
AK train to Rafiki.
I think you need to play the reveal.
Yeah, a lot. Of,
Yeah.
First animated feature to bring live animals into the studio. In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his animators modeled characters from the film after the movements and behaviors of their real-life counterparts.
I love the train actually for that part to see the backstage of the animals and things like that. It's great. It's great.
It's like going to the farmer's market, though. You're like, I guess. But when you get there, you're like, oh, it's okay. This is good.
Why you bring the farmers market?
After you park and walk, and it's just horrible things. I don't think your TSA pre-check gets you through the line at the farmer's market.
No, God, thank God for TSA pre and for clear.
Buddies, let's go to the second one, though. To the third one. To the third and last one of our What's That Sound? In 1, 2, and 3. I'll play.
That's a lot of noises happening at once.
Yes,
It is a lot of noises.
I'll play it again one second. Jody is saying, Joey's saying Disney Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, that was going to be my starting point. It kind of has studios vibes to it.
Lisa is saying France Pavilion.
Uh-huh.
Caleb saying Disney Hollywood Studios.
Sarah says Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland. Sarah saying yes. Show you.
Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland.
I think
I
I hear
love
bells. This is what
Tomorrowland.
music by Spaceship Earth. Well, let me play it again. Chris is saying Disney Hollywood Studios by the theater, walking towards Tower of Terror. The Night Beast warming up their orchestra could be. Yeah, there's there's those bees inside the.
G's.
No, when you go to it's the one of the best attractions you have in all the parks, which is called "It's Tough to Be a Bug," and you go to the waiting area for the theater. There's a lot of Broadway songs played by insects.
Yes, yeah.
And one of those insects are the night bees.
The night bees.
Yes. Hollywood Studios, a lot of Hollywood Studios.
There is a lot of Hollywood Studios, and so I will tell you, yes, Hollywood Studios. However, I'm going to need you to be more specific than that.
I will play it again now because now I'm totally lost.
So there's several clues. Number one, there's a conversation happening between the father and child, and they're referring to something that's happening there. You actually then hear the thing that they're referring to, and then there's the background sound as well. If you put it all together, I think you'll figure it out.
Now I remember. I was next to you.
Said?
I was next to you.
You were next to me.
Yes, I was next to you. I remember that.
It was Carlos and Jason talking to each other. They just sounded like a child.
Now you listen here, son.
Why don't we play the review? I think that they're not gonna get it.
I mean, it's so the
I was
man
gonna
is-
say this is probably like down near the stores, probably across from like the market area. It would be my only guess. Like as you get close to Beauty and the Beast, but
No, I thought that you were get it right away with the
yeah,
column.
because of the song, because this area does have actually I won't say unique music, but music that is specific to that area. Even though it would fit in a lot of Hollywood studios, it's music for that area. Plus, this father's talking to his child, I don't know if it's daughter or son, but, about ducklings. And where would you find ducklings in Hollywood studios with this kind of music, but here? When you
Yeah.
hear Carlos is talking, he's like telling me some story. So he mentions Canada at some
Yeah,
point,
Canada, yeah.
and then he notices I'm filming. He's like, oh.
Okay,
that
so
moment.
Chris said, I guess Echo Lake. So Chris
Echo
got it.
Lake.
Yeah. And
Oh, she did guess Echo. Okay, Chris, good job. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Colin, you were directing us. Actually, we're getting ready to the live show from Disney Hollywood Studios.
That was such a
well,
fun show.
that explains why Jason was doing something else.
That was a fun show.
Yeah. He was mesmerized by the ducklings.
Oh, they're so cute. I love those little ducklings. I
And
have so many duckling videos from Walt Disney World.
this was that sound and was brought to you by Carlos Silva and the Pontos. Just quickly remind everybody that you can watch me. You can follow me in Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami in Instagram. And actually, most of my content now is being the reels, and the reels there's no Portuguese there, so you don't need to read the description, or if you go to the description you can translate that. So it's my content is originally in Portuguese, but I would love to see you guys following me there. Also, I like to point out that every Tuesday 8 p.m. I do a live show. Next week I'm gonna be doing from someplace here in Miami that is an outside location that I'm still choosing, and there's some nice options, and I'll let you guys know. But Tuesday at 8 p.m. is my live show. And the last thing I like to point out that don't forget that we have our YouTube channel, the After Hours Let's Talk Disney channel, that you can not only watch this show, but also you can watch previous shows and some cuts and bits from our segments. Okay, buddies.
Okay.
That was great. And sadly, we have bad news.
Yeah, here it comes.
We're not going to have our show next week, but for a very, very good reason. Our buddy Jason is traveling.
I blame Jason.
Yeah, Jason is traveling. So, but you know, I hope everybody understands. We're trying to make as much as possible to be in the same days or in the same or doing weekly. But
We don't like doing it with somebody's missing, so.
Yeah, and we that's one thing. That's one thing that they learn pretty well. That it
I
doesn't
don't know.
work.
We enjoyed it.
we can. Oh yeah, we had a great time.
He had
It-
new
just
push
games.
No, actually, we did. That was once there was Colin and Jason, and there was once it was me and Jason. Okay.
Yes.
But no, or is
Did
the
we do it without Colin? I remember Colin
I
being
don't know.
missing.
Colin
Might have been when I was on
missing.
vacation somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
the time that he
That
went
might have
to-
been the alligator trip.
Yes, the alligator trip. Yes, it was in the alligator trip. So, but we like to do the three of us together, and so we're gonna take a week off next week. But in 2 weeks we're gonna be back, and we're gonna be missing you guys a lot.
And I might have some special footage to bring back.
Yes, because I'm not telling where you're going. That's why it's. I don't know if it's people already know. So it's
Some people know.
okay. Okay. to everybody that show up, thank you very much. Thank you for showing up in a different day and a different time. That's always good to be with you like this. And on behalf of my buddies and my friends here, I like to wish you a magical, magical rest of the week. Stay calm, stay well, and we see you in 2 weeks.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
Ready to begin. Let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you in. Watch the moment unfold. Spark a dream on the we're meant to follow. Setting off for a new tomorrow. Every step we take brings a new hope, new day. Every choice we make helps us find our own way. Every wish that we pull into motion, diving in with our hearts wide open. The story comes alive when we look inside a new adventure there in your eyes. It's just beginning. Feel your heart beat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. Now we're on our way. Leave your fears behind us. Not so far away from the dreams that live inside us. Moving down this road we've chosen. There's a limit to where we're going. The story comes alive when we look inside you. Adventure there in your eyes. It's just beginning. Feel your heart beat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. The battles, the stories, the losses, and all the glories. We're chained by the way we live every day. Just look up and reach to the sky. We all have the courage to fly. The story